Hello, dear RSMR fans. This is gonna be my first try of a reading video to you, and I hope you will really enjoy it. I hope that you will leave a comment down in the comment chapter because I really want to work on it to make videos for your entertainment and enjoyment. First of all, I want to thank Gentle Whispering and Heather Feather for their inspirational work. They're just awesome, and they brought the idea up to me to make reading videos of my own. Let me please tell you that this is going to be the book that I first read to you. But English is not my mother tongue, so please excuse me if I do some verbally mistakes. I'm trying my best. I'm originally from Germany, and of course I'm gonna do some reading videos also in German, but that's gonna be later. First I want to start by reading English books to you, and this is gonna be the first. As you can see, this is The Strain by Guillermo del Toro. Co-writers Chuck Hogan, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. Here we go. The Strain. Book 1 of the Strain trilogy. The Legend of Yusuf Sado. Once upon a time, said Abraham Sitacrian's grandmother, there was a giant. Young Abraham's eyes brightened, and immediately the cabbage washed in the wooden bowl got tastier, or at least less scaldingly. He was a pale boy, underweight and sickly. His grandmother, intent on fattening him, sat across from him while he ate his soup, entertaining him by spinning a yarn. A Babi Maisi, a grandmother's story, a fairy tale, a legend. He was the son of a Polish nobleman, and his name was Yusuf Sado. Master Sado stood taller than any other man, taller than any roof in the village. He had to bow deeply to enter any door. But his great height, it was a burden, a disease of birth, not a blessing. The young man suffered. His muscles lacked the strength to support his long, heavy bones. At times, it was a struggle for him just to walk. He used a cane, a tall stick taller than you, with a silver handle carved into the shape of a wolf's head, which was the family crest. Yes, Babi, said Abraham between spoonfuls. This was his lot in life, and it taught him humility, which is a rare thing indeed for a noble man to possess. He had so much compassion for the poor, for the hard-working, for the sick. He was especially dear to the children of the village. And his great, deep pockets, the size of turnip sacks, bowled with trinkets and sweets. He had not much of a childhood himself, matching his father's height at the age of 8 and surpassing him by head at age 9. His frailty and his great size were a secret source of shame to his father. But Master Sado truly was a gentle giant and much beloved by his people. It was said of him that Master Sado looked down on everyone, yet looked down on no one. She nodded at him reminding him to take another spoonful while she continues her story. The little boy chewed a boiled red bead, known as a baby heart because of its color, its shape, its capillary-like strings. Yes, Bobby. He was also a lover of nature and had no interest in the brutality of the hunt. But as a nobleman and a man of rank at the age of 15, his father and his uncles prevailed upon him to accompany them on a 6-week expedition to Romania. To here, Bobby, said Abram. The giant, he came here? To the north country, Kaddish, the dark forests. The Southern, they did not come to hunt wild pig or bear or elk. They only came to hunt wolf. They were hunting a hunting animal, the family symbol, the arms of the House of Sardo. Sardo family lore said that eating wolf meat gave Sardo courage and strength, and the young master's fathers believed that his son could be cured by his weaknesses by eating the wolf's meat. Yes, Bobby. Their trek was long and arduous, as well as violently opposed by the weather, and Yusuf struggled mightily. He never before traveled anywhere outside his family's village, and the looks he received from strangers along the journey shamed him. When they arrived in the dark forest, the woodlands felt alive around him. Packs of animals roamed the woods at night, almost like refugees displaced from their shelters, their dens, nests, and lairs. So many animals that the hunters were unable to sleep at night in their camp. Some wanted to leave, but the elder Sardu's obsession came before all else. They could hear the wolves crying in the night, and he wanted one badly for his son, his only son, whose gigantism was a box upon the Sardu line. He wanted to cleanse the house of Sardu of this curse, to marry off his son and produce many healthy heirs. And so it was that his father, of tracking a wolf, was the first to become separated from the others, just before nightfall on the second evening. The rest waited for him all night and spread out to search for him after sunrise. And so it was that one of Joseph's cousins failed to return that evening, and so on, you're gonna see. Yes, Bobby? Until the only one left was Yusuf, the giant boy. That next day he set out, and in an area previously searched, discovered the body of his father and all of his cousins and uncles, laid out at their entrance to an underground cave. Their skulls had been crushed with great force, but their bodies remained uneaten, killed by beasts of tremendous strength, yet not out of hunger or fear. For what reason, he could not guess, though he did felt himself being watched, perhaps even studied, by some being lurking within that dark cave. Master Sardu carried each body away from the cave and buried them deep. Of course, this acceptation severely weakened him, taking most of his strength. He was spent, he was famished, and yet alone and scared and exhausted. He returned to that cave that night to face what evil revealed itself after dark, to avenge his forebears or die trying. This is known from a diary he kept, discovered in the woods many, many years later. This was his last entry. Abraham's mouth hung empty and open. But what happened, Bobby? No one truly knows. Back at home, when 6 weeks stretched to 8, and then 10, with no word, the entire hunting party was feared to be lost. A search party was formed and found nothing. Then, in the 11th week, one night a carriage with curtained windows arrived at the Sardu estate. It was the young master. He secluded himself inside the castle, inside a wing of empty bedrooms and was rarely, if ever, seen again. At that time, only rumors followed him back about what had happened in the Romanian forest. A few who did claim to see Sadhu, if indeed any of these accounts could be believed, insisted that he had been cured of his infirmities. Some even whispered that he had returned possessed of great strength, matching his superhuman size. Yet so deep was Sadhu's mourning for his father and his uncles and cousins that he was never again seen about doing work hours and discharged most of his servants. There was movement about the castle at night. Earth fires could be seen glowing in windows, but over time the Sadhu estate fell into disrepair. But at night, some claimed to hear the giant walking about around the village. Children, especially, passed the tale of hearing the pick, pick, pick of his walking stick, which Sadhu no longer relied upon, but used to call them out of their night beds for trinkets and treats. Disbelievers were directed to holes in the soil, some outside bedroom windows, little poke marks as from his wolf-handled stick. His Bobby's eyes darkened. She glanced at his bowl, seeing that most of the soup was gone, so she had to hurry to continue with her story. Then Abraham, some peasant children began to disappear. Stories went around of children vanishing from surrounding villages as well. Even from my own village. Yes, Abraham. As a girl, your Bobby grew up just half day's walk from Sadhu's castle. I remember 2 sisters. Their bodies were found in a clearing of the woods, as white as the snow surrounding them. Their open eyes glazed with frost. I myself one night heard not too distantly the pick, 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 such a powerful rhythmic noise, and pulled my blanket fast over my head to block it out, and didn't sleep again for many, many days. Abraham gulped down the end of the story with the remains of his soup. Much of Sadhu's village was eventually abandoned and became an accursed place. The gypsies, when their carriage train passed through our town, told of strange happenings, of hauntings and apparitions near the castle, of a giant who prowled the moonlight, land like a god of the night. It was they who warned us. Eat and grow strong, or else Sadhu will get you. Why this is important, Abraham? Eat and be strong. Scrape that bowl now, or else he will come. She had come back from those few moments of darkness of remembering. Her eyes came back to their lively selves. Sadhu will come. Pick, pick, pick. And finish he did. Every last remaining bead string. The bowl was empty, and the story was over, but his belly and his mind were full. His eating pleased his Bobby, and her face was, for him, as clear as an expression of love that existed. In these private moments at the Rickety family table, they communed, the 2 of them, sharing food of the heart and the soul. Okay, you guys, that was my first unprepared video of reading to you. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment center below what you think about it. Give me any advices. I'm open to any critic, and I hope I can provide more videos, and I promise in the future it will be more professional and with much, much, much better quality. Bye.